he freaking just told me straight up, like, nah, I'm not going. There's no fooling around with this. I rock my Raptors jersey, show some love.
They're balling out
Get this
there,
on camera. How's they doing? I assume
they're balling. The addition of Randy and
Lester
really changed everything because
huge
Hernandez has been doing his thing.
Mark's nice, dude. Yeah,
Their issue is going to be they can always score. They just can't stop nobody.
Sounds about right.
But I haven't seen the defense as of late with the two new pieces, but typically it's always a defensive problem. Because, Mark is going to get 5 seconds.
Oh, heck yeah. Just the bastard.
You ain't seen Cam yet.
That should be interesting, dude. Like, to see those matchups. Because we don't ever see that until, like, once freaking, like, one.
Only tournaments, so
Yeah,
if we make it that
and
far,
that's far and few in between. Get closer, you're so far over there. So it was bad yesterday, your hangover?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I was at North Park still.
Sounds about right.
Went to True North.
Always a good time, always a good time.
Always a good time.
Hi. Hey. This is pretty nice. This is hot, dude. I feel like a peasant.
I would never watch TV inside.
No, absolutely not.
It's pouring rain. Nope, not going inside. Yeah.
You just get done playing, or you ready to go from here?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Gotcha.
Why are you so angry this morning? Who is? You're trying to fight Turtle like off rib.
No, I only said that because you guys don't know. Me and Turtle
Want a beer?
actually get along now.
Do you? No.
No, tell him.
No.
Yeah, I'm down.
You guys do not like each other. Don't ruin that.
Don't ruin that.
That's okay. That's our thing. That's our thing.
All right. Fair
No,
enough.
I'm just saying. No, you guys good?
Yeah, we made out. He took me out, and
Why didn't I?
We talk about hugged it out.
yeah, no, it's all fun, man.
Yeah,
I really used to have beef.
it's
No.
It was never real beef. It was just like,
Competitive beef, yeah.
there you go, and a little bit real. Nah.
I don't think we ever tried to fight each other.
You surprisingly, I don't know who I talked, maybe with freaking DJ, but you've never been like beat up somehow.
I did get hit in the face at Counties.
Did you? By who?
Yeah. Some kid that was rushing me.
Like punched?
Yeah, he punched me.
Oh,
That's when he got.
Pent up anger over like 4 years of taking L's. Never beat me in his life. Last time I played him, I was playing quarterback. I was just slinging dimes.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking
God,
shit.
I hate when he plays quarterback. Yeah,
like-
you think he's bad when he plays everything else. When he plays quarterback,
So he came in and rushed. I saw him. He was coming all aggressive, and I stonewalled him. And I threw him down. I don't know what happened, and he just got up and he just like boom, boom, hit me in the face. And I was like standing there like this.
That's good.
I was like, and then my quarterback came over and tackled the fool. He's a cop, so they got that instinct.
Damn. All right, man. Let's get the start already. Everybody knows each other. Isaac Flores, Monstars, Nicholas Turnowitz.
Yeah,
Turnowitz.
wow.
Yeah, I said it right. Young Money / Goblins. Corey Thorell, Goon Squad / Church's Money. Win
/
Macaroni. Shock / league manager / owner. About to take Philly's spot. I don't know. But I was hoping we had the jersey. Oh, damn, you are rocking something.
The 3-peat, baby.
Hey, that's history right there.
Oh.
Oh, that's dope, dude. I like
That's
that.
history.
Oh, so y'all do shirts?
Raptors.
Huh?
We won nothing.
Took them long enough to get it.
We do T-shirts, but that's not us, right? We didn't give you that, did you?
Yeah, we got this from Billy.
Well, then that's probably because they three-peated it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
We got a
probably not
2-peat.
gonna
It says
happen.
back to back.
That's probably not gonna happen.
This is
But-
like by the end of this year, we'll have Orange County. I mean, I'm not saying that it won't happen, but it's going to be very hard.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
We'll have Orange County established by summer,
Yeah, for sure.
so it's going to be all the top teams very soon.
Once that cup comes to Dago, they ain't leaving, bro.
That's the
it's very-
plan.
it's very-
That's
very
that's the
aggressive.
real talk. I mean,
Make that trip.
until one of us retires, I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, God, I hate you guys. God, I'm not gonna touch that till later. But first thing, dude, I assume people stop listening to these things after like 10 minutes. So first things first, I wanted to you said you wanted to talk about a tournament you got coming up. I don't know if it was 9-man, right?
Yes, Tough 9. So yeah, pretty much I want to bring Tough 9 out here because I know there's always been a huge 8-on-8 community out here. Not quite sure how it'll work out because the rules are different. But we're going to test it out by doing a big one-day tournament. I'm going to bring some of the teams that are in the Tough 9 in LA. I think I got 2 committed already. And we're going to try to round up as many teams as we possibly can.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this last time when we recorded the podcast or if it was like in different conversation, but you're a workhorse, dude. You work full time. You got you're a manager at a group home, right?
Yeah,
For
I
development
run 2
adults.
homes, yeah.
You manage 2 homes.
Yeah.
Wife, kid.
Yes.
And then was this your first season heading up? You headed up the Tough 9, correct?
Yeah. So what happened was that I played in a 9-on-9 league out there, and they called it the Entertainment Football Flag whatever league.
Celebrity league?
In LA.
Yeah, it was fun. It was the first league that I get to hit people and nobody said anything about it.
There you go.
But it just wasn't really ran that. Like, it was ran by a whole bunch of. The whole idea of it was you had to be in the industry in some way. So like you had like a team full of porn stars. You had like a team.
Oh, was Jake playing that too? Was Jake playing that too? I remember he
I
had told me
brought him
something
out. I brought him out, and he played for my team.
Oh,
for a little
okay.
bit. And so I was just getting into flag football, like actually doing tournaments and because I kind of played.
Wait, how'd you get into that? Were you porn starting on the side?
No. I got brought in because it started off as an entertainment league, but then they realized they wanted to be more competitive.
so niche, yeah.
So people started bringing out like NFL guys like Terrell Owens and Ocho Cinco and all them. And so people were like, well, I'm going to bring my football friends. And so then it kind of turned into entertainment / like,
Gotcha.
And every football player is a rapper or something. Oh, I'm entertainment too. Like, you've never made a record sell in your life. So it's
Sounds
like,
all
all
right.
right, you got it. So we played in that, and that was fun because I just like hitting people, and I don't actually have to worry about getting hurt because I have a job, so I can't play semi-pro and pay somebody to have somebody chop my knee off, and I just didn't want to go through that.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then just going back and forth from Tough to this, I was just like, man, this is different. It's less stressful, on top of you trying to win, you trying to do all that stuff, and then you have to deal with lack of organization. Like, there's times where our games are at 2, and then all of a sudden we're playing at 4:30. Like, that's
Been there.
That's not it. That's
Been
not
there.
okay.
That happens in San Diego.
That's unacceptable. So, and like I said, I don't want to talk bad, but I brought it up to Billy, and I was like, I'll run it. And so we did a couple tournaments, and then from then he was like, well, Van Nuys needs help, and I'm like, all right, I'll do that too. And then he was like, man, well, I'm trying to expand. I was like, well, I'm from San Diego.
Yeah.
Born and raised. Like,
What the hell, man?
I'll do that too. And he was like, okay. And now we're running.
And then were you helping out with the Tough Herd too? I knew you were going up.
I coach one of the teams over there just to help, because there's a team that's never played
Anything.
football ever against a whole bunch of girls who've been playing co-ed for the last 5-6 years. So it was like, I was like, all right, well, they're athletic, let's try to figure it out. And I mean, it was as bad as they didn't even know when to say hike or how the game started. Like, they didn't know anything. So towards the end, we started moving the ball a little bit more consistent and made a couple
Is that
stops.
one of the current Tougher
Yeah,
franchises?
Storm.
Storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't win the game, but like I said, they played a lot better. So we're gonna recruit now and get a little bit better.
There was some good comp out there,
Man.
man.
Was there really?
Man.
Yeah, bro.
I was the Mayhem
That's the chicks.
Yeah.
Cobras was the one who ended up winning. They were really good. Like,
Okay,
the
yeah.
quarterback
Very
was
the Asian cat.
Yeah, she was really she just had a knack for it. Like,
Yeah.
she's making adjustments throughout the game. You could just tell she had a feel for it. And then Kaker's team. You know Kaker, don't you? Yeah.
His girl.
Yeah, she played on a team, and they were okay, and then they got rid of the quarterback and put in a really good quarterback. I believe her name is Megan, and it just changed it. They ended up going to the, Tough Cup. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
she was real good. She slinging it. So like those 3 teams were definitely cream of the crop, but.
But yeah, I brought that up, dude, because you're doing all that. I mean, everybody has busy lives. Everybody has a thing. Everybody, wife, kids, work, all the things. But I wanted to just point that out to make it a point with you, because I know that you're doing all this stuff, all these different things. And on top of that, like I said, you've been. I'm pretty sure with everyone here, you've been extremely attentive. Like with any questions, any stupid things, the videos, highlights, stats. Like you're so on top of it. At least from, like I said, from my side. So I just wanted to give you props on that, dude. I mean, I can just imagine that's a lot of work. And
I mean, it's a lot of work, but at the same time, it's like I'm coming from a player's perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
I don't want to put out something
100%.
that I wouldn't want to play in.
Yeah.
So like, it's funny because like Tough League gets compliments about things that I'm like, well, in any business this should be standard.
Should be done like this, right?
You know, like customer service, getting back to somebody within a timely fashion, like that should be, you know, like that's regular business to me.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and like I said, I don't want to speak on any other leagues, but like from our standpoint, you know, that should be guaranteed.
that's
Like, we're
SOPs.
worrying about other things, like what new features can we bring to the players, you know, like.
Yeah, and I feel like most leagues, if they don't start like that, they pretty much have the ideal of starting like that. But once you get the foundation planted, I mean, how long has X been the league in San Diego? As far as you guys know, years and
10
years, and
years.
years. Flight and 10 years. Then Flight actually came in, and I think they were both in such comfortable spot until you guys came down.
Yeah.
Just through conversations that I've had, and then so I think they're so comfortable that there's no need. You let little things slip, and then you just get exponentially worse and service stuff like that. So I don't think it's intentional to have like a weaker product, but I mean it just gets so easy, dude. You have other options, like you have that monopoly.
For sure, when you're a monopoly, yeah, and that's what we're at. We're like, hey, I want every other league, like, you know, like to be better, you know, because that keeps us on our toes. Like that's the main thing. Like I tell everybody, I think I've told you all, like I'm not trying to take out anybody's business. Like, people, I'm really not. I don't have any intention. I'll never speak bad about somebody else's business. I will never go out my way. I won't go back because like the better they are, the better we have to be.
Yeah.
You know, like right now, we're probably one of the only ones, if not the, you know, few that can do the media stuff that we do.
Yeah.
But how long will that last? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
No,
eventually
everybody has
somebody
to-
else
everybody
is going
has
to
to
bring
catch
it up. So like, what do? Do we just,
You have to keep innovating.
you know, we have to constantly find ways to bring something new, and we try to. Every year we brought these little 12-foot chairs that are paying. Man.
So it's scary, huh? I haven't been up
walking
there
those
yet.
Yeah, I've
things for
seen you.
250 yards. I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay. Like I'm sitting there, like, you know what? Like last week,
It's probably more than 250.
that walk is
Yeah,
far, man.
yeah,
I don't
it
know
is.
what it is. I know it's like 4 fields,
Drive
and
the
like
car out
every
there.
time. Last week, I couldn't get a truck, and I was like, oh man, we're not going to be able to do the chairs. And I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of got excited. I have a legitimate reason why I can't bring them out. And then I get a call, hey, I got a truck. I'm like,
Damn it.
Sure.
thank you. son of a bitch.
On that point, yeah, like I don't think you're trying to attack any other league or attack any other business intentionally. But I mean, the goal, like any other business, I mean, you're trying to take over the whole thing, right?
sure.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we're like we said, we're just
through
trying
the quality of your service and product, not through like
I said,
hostile
we're,
takeover.
We're not. Our intentions aren't to take nobody over. Our intentions is to do the best that we can. Like we want to be ultimate. You know, we want to be the ultimate football league. Right? That's all we do. Everything we want to do is top quality. Like even from the sidelines, like we did the ropes, but like it was cool. But like we wanted something that appealed better on film. So like we invested in more. You know, so like we are constantly trying to figure out ways to be better, and we never take shortcuts when it comes to money. Like we're gonna buy the best of whatever it needs to be.
It's huge.
If that puts us in front of everybody, then that's cool. But like that's not what drives us.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, it's business at the end of the day.
There's an old way of thinking in San Diego as far as flag football goes on the ownership side. So the things that you're impressed about,
like outdated.
yeah, their thought process.
Yes, yeah.
And the things that you're impressed about that we're impressed on your side is you know, things that we're lacking from other leagues. Just getting back to us, the customer service thing. There is no customer service with all the other leagues, really. So it's just that's why you're hearing a lot of feedback from like captains like us, appreciating that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. It really is, and we hyped it up a lot. We talked about it a lot. Like so me and you had the experience of playing up there in LA, and you're like, yeah, like there's a lot of hype around it, but I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's you're playing flag football like any other league, but all the extra stuff is what makes it. On piggybacking on your tournament, dude. What's that looking like? Is that gonna happen for sure? Is that like a tentative?
It's gonna
thing?
happen. We're finding a date because right now I'm flying to Maryland and Nebraska, so I have to isolate those dates for tournaments.
For what?
Oh, just like I said, we're going national. Like that's not a question that's gonna happen.
All right, man.
You know, like just so you guys know, the picture is that you win your city or your state, you're eligible to get flown out to LA or to San Diego so we can have an ultimate tough cut. You see what I'm saying? So like to be the best, it's not to be the best in San Diego or LA or in Southern California. To be the best, you're gonna be the best of all the tough.
Yeah.
Cup's still not leaving San Diego.
So yeah, I got those things, but we're gonna have a tough herd tournament.
You can have that one.
I'm still waiting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't let the beer chase you. Boy, if they can get some fundraisers.
We're gonna try to make it happen. I'm for sure having a tough 9 because from what I saw over at 8 there was a lot of teams. I didn't know there was that many teams. Like, when I saw that many, I was like, well, shoot, we'll give it a shot. Like even if not all the people in 8 will be able to make the transition, but you know.
A lot of people be interested. That's what I was going to come to you with that. Do you, out of us here, I think you have the most experience with the 8-man.
Yeah.
Like, how do you see that transition? Like, him bringing out a tournament, maybe starting a league. Do you think that'd be popular? Or do you think people don't really want to leave the church league? I don't know what most people are playing right now. What is that?
I believe it'll be fine as long as we get it promoted and let everyone know. But, like you said, there's a lot of teams. There's a lot of lower, like we have D1s and stuff like that in 8-man as well. But you start appealing to those D2s where there's 17 teams per division, and then you get in the D1s will show up if it's a tournament. The only problem with tournaments though is a lot of people don't like to do nothing if the money's not involved.
Yeah,
that's the hardest part to get people amped up.
Yeah.
If money's not involved, but you hype it up with a podcast or a video or something, calling people out, then that's a different story.
we're gonna have a lot of videos. I just have to get the date and stuff. When we do our promo videos, it's when I have the field for sure.
Yeah.
And then I have the dates. And so once we have that, then I'm gonna send it out, and whoever wants to share it and repost it, then
We'll definitely like that.
that's where it's gonna go, because it's gonna be probably a lot of, like, you've done a great job of, just so you guys know,
With a big
like,
mouth?
Corey's probably the most hated person in LA. Just
Oh,
for
you know how to say that. He's probably most interesting in San Diego. That's nothing.
And so it was good to see that Turtles created a lot of controversy, because I'm getting a lot of like conversation, like, so when is San Diego gonna be built? Like,
Oh,
when is San
really?
Diego gonna be built? Like,
People from LA.
because he's on all the feeds.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty cute, but it's
suck.
still coming
You
to San
suck.
Diego. And so like these dudes, it's not unnoticed. And so like I have at least 2 teams that are gonna come from LA that come down just because they want to see. Because I told them I give everybody an honest opinion. I'm like, look, because they think 8 on 8, the way that 9 on 9 people see 8 on 8, they think it's like gimmicky. It's like, to them it's like 5 on 5 contact playing 4 on 4 non-contact.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's still, that's how they see it. You know
It's a completely different game.
And like when I came down there, I'm like, they're just as physical as all of us. Like, I saw my boys' team, I didn't even know they still played. They're huge. I was like, there's a lot of big dudes.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting. So I think it's going to be good. And you guys play traditional, so it'll be easy adjustment for you guys. It's more so the teams that use that spread look.
Yeah.
That spread look, that's because you can't do that. Like, you have to have 3 linemen in a box. You can have wide splits, but they can't be out to the wide receiver, because you have to. The referees have to know who's eligible and who's not.
Yeah. That's actually how they play down. It's that 9-man league, same rules like you're saying, with 3 down linemen. That's how they play, and it's very popular in Ensenada, Tijuana, and Mexicali.
Okay.
I mean, most likely get a team or 2 from there. I mean, like I said, same thing. Always with Mexican teams is like the cost wise, just because it's just a completely different ratio.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, they love it. They love that 9-man.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna broadcast it, like gang a video, all that stuff like that. Depending if I can get the camera crew out there. I mean, you've seen it, I believe, and obviously you're a 3-time champion. We broadcast our championship games, like, with multiple cameras, live on Facebook and all that. So I'm gonna try to get that out here for the Tough 9 tournament for the championship game. The only thing that we've done in the past, which I'm probably gonna do now, is whoever wins it will have half off on player fees going into the first season of Tough 9. Or if you guys want to roll it over to, we're probably going to keep it Tough 9. We don't like to roll over Tough 9 and Tough 6s because it gets a little complicated. There's a lot of hands in the mix. Well, just the way that we're organizing everything. Like, we had questions about like when we're going to have interleague conference games.
Yes.
Right.
Because we have conferences, right? So San Diego's a league and LA's a league.
NFC, AFC, kind of.
Yeah, I guess. Because it's going to be a lot more than that, because of once we go to state, leagues are like the actual city, but within LA there's 3 conferences.
Mid-City, Van Nuys.
So you have Mid-City, Van Nuys, and all that. And so we have what we call like week. I think this week right now we have the interconference week, where several teams are asked to travel to each other's conferences and play. Well, I think Darius or maybe you yesterday asked me like, when we're gonna go, Darius, and I was like, the problem is that for Interleague, that's San Diego.
Yeah.
For every person I have travel up, I have to have somebody travel down.
Yeah.
So like,
You guys play Highlanders?
we're figuring out a way where we may have like one game or two games, depending on who's willing to do the travel.
Yeah.
Where we can do that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Interleague. So, but we would love it, but we don't want to schedule a game that won't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to be like that, and then somebody shows up with 3 people, and it's like, you know, we don't want to waste anybody's time. Like, so if we have to wait till the Tough Cup, then.
Yeah.
But I would love it. So anybody that wants to drive, let me know because I'll make it happen.
2 hours each way every Sunday night. 3 seasons.
Oh gosh. Not a fan of that. I was like, yeah, be there every other week, maybe, German. Show up at some point. Anything else you want to touch on that for promo wise, or just keep?
Well,
keep...
I mean, the big thing is next season. You know, we're at 5 strong teams, and I'm very grateful for all of you guys because you guys have, you know, essentially took a risk coming with us, and I've made it very clear to, you know, all the people that I work with, like, by far the captains, all 5 captains have been outstanding. I mean, it's, you know, the things, I mean, just imagine, you know, some of the things that some teams try to do or play dumb to, and you guys have been beyond helpful in every facet of it. I mean, players, like my wife is constantly telling me, like, every player I talk to already knows the drill. You know, like everything that I read, and that's how it's supposed to be.
And you know where that starts with is you, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's how we've done it always. It's like it's supposed to go through that. It's supposed to go. I talk to you guys, and then you
Right.
guys are an extension of your team. You talk to your players.
I just
But-
copy and paste.
There you go.
Like I just was said.
But it's you know, it's just not like that. And so, like, you know, it's been really easy to make this drive because, like I said, you guys want this, and so I appreciate that. You know, and like I said, anytime that you guys ever have any suggestions or questions, let me know because this is our league. You know, like this is us. Like we're the ones that make this happen. So.
I think a big thing that's helped that out is that we freaking, I mean, just amongst us here, like we've played against each other and with each other for how long now?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's none of that like innate animosity towards each other to begin with. So it's like, yeah, we all want to work together and make this good.
Debatable.
All right. But it's like, yeah, we all decided to play in this because it's so hard to find good competition and to have fun with this still after playing so many years. That it's like, oh yeah, like heck yeah, we were trying to work together and make this the best. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah, especially because the product itself. I mean, the product speaks for itself. We almost had this with when Game Time tried it. When they put all the competitive
that was
teams
awesome.
together.
Yeah, exactly.
But we got told a bunch of things, and a lot of things that were told didn't pan out.
Yeah.
And so far, everything we've been told so far is panning out, and it's. Well, I mean,
Feels good.
it feels good to get what we asked for.
But just to let you guys know, there's a lot of things that it's going to be a lot better next season. You know, it's been growing pains with the timing things. We've been able to get everything out on every week, but the timing hasn't been where we wanted it to
Ideal.
be because it's been a transition. Like, we're having growing pains. Like, we need more editors. We need more. You know, there's a lot of things that go behind the scene that, like, you know, people may not know about, but like it's like those apps. You know, like the refs are like, hey, this app is really hard. Is there some, like, we can't do that because once when you upload it, it goes to about 15 different people who have to do their part into making the
really?
media stuff. Like, it's not just one guy behind the screen. Like, there's just no way. There's two. We film every game, and there needs to be written. You know, we have editors for just what's being said. You know, on everything, and then editors to break down the film, and then editors to put together and put it up. Like, there's so many hands in the pot. It's like, you know, we're gonna get better. So, you know, there's a lot more to improve just on the regular stuff that we're doing, but then there's also more that we're working on it's gonna be exciting. So,
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, so far so good. We'll just go right into that. Dude. Like, what do you think from you guys? Like, we'll start off like on a positive note, so we don't give a hard time yet. But like,
I wanna know.
What are some of like the I guess the pros, the positive things that you've experienced with the league like so far? Like just like basic things. Like I said, me and you had the experience from LA, and like we kind of knew we had a better idea of what to expect. But what about you guys? Is there anything you're like, oh man, like I didn't know if this was gonna happen, but it did, or just something that you really like that's been different?
The individual registration.
Oh,
that's
Because
That's a good selling point. I always bring that up.
that's huge, dude.
At the end of the year, I always,
It's that much easier.
For
Yeah.
anyone who
at the end of the
you
year,
notice
for
that,
other leagues, I always end up paying
yeah,
a lot of money
you get a few hundred
out of my
out.
own pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish it was just a few hundred.
but that's real, dude. It really takes like a whole. It makes it less of a burden for you to put a team together.
Yeah, I stress over money sometimes.
Yeah.
I got to bring all this money.
Yeah, and not just that, it's the fact that the ladies at the booth, they do such a great job, and they take care of it for everything. Instead of me having to text an owner, how much do we owe left? Well, we have this. I'm going, well, that doesn't sound right, but I don't keep track of it that much, and then maybe I'm paying too much, maybe I'm not. But it's just go talk to her, boom, and then I can easily ask Win or ask her, hey, what is so and so? Well, this is the spreadsheet. Boom, and it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's a weight off our shoulders, and everyone has to be responsible for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like you don't play, or you don't pay, then you don't play.
You don't
I mean,
play.
There's no scholarships. Right?
Yeah, it's like, well,
That's the thing.
so yeah, it makes it a lot easier for everyone.
That's
to
why I'm
figure out.
running the team.
I get it.
There's
I get
no
it.
way I would be able to.
No, that's a good point, dude. That's huge. That I think is probably overlooked. Like if you don't know, if you haven't put a team together before, then you wouldn't even think about that probably.
I mean, how many times have you texted another owner of a flag football league down here trying to figure out how much you owe, and you're not really sure if that's correct or not? And, you're
Sometimes it
like,
sounds, I'm like, damn, I didn't.
Wait a minute.
I sell $500.
and they're taking a pencil and just writing down that you put 40 towards team fees on a piece of paper, and
Yeah, and piggyback off team fees alone, it was just so smooth how the process went. Like, inaugural season is going to be more expensive because you got to get your jerseys.
Yes,
That's
yes.
obvious.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I
But
tell
next
my team.
season coming around, team fee, which to me seems the cheapest that
King,
we've ever
right?
played in.
Yeah.
And that takes, we don't have to worry about bringing ref fees every game.
Yeah,
And
that's
we don't
what I
have
like
to,
too.
like, how many times have we sat there and go, who's got 5 for ref? And
Yeah.
going, oh, we're short? Can we Venmo you? Can we do this? Are we even going to be able to play?
Yeah.
But you take care of the team fee up front and then make sure everyone, if you got your wristband, that means they pay what they need to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just show up, warm up, and play ball. I don't have to sit there for 40 minutes trying to get
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah, deal with logistics.
And then next thing you know, at captains, I'm going, well, I got $25, and what are we doing? So just the whole process of everything. And then now the jerseys are taken care of. That's $38 a pop. We don't have to worry about next year.
Yep.
They eventually got taken care of. It took us a little while.
Hey, it's there, though.
We're probably the
eventually
easiest
got all
thing.
grown pains, baby. All
you said
grown
you're
pains.
a little rattled with that. You're a little upset about
Not
that.
happy about it. We are definitely not happy with it. He's been doing a better job of trying to make up for that, but you know, deadlines are important. The thing about stuff is we can't expect you guys to be on time if we're not on time on our stuff.
Like
So
Court
like,
said,
how
it
can I
trickles down from
set
you.
that standard and be like, no, this is unacceptable. Like, you need to do this and that. And you're like, well, I mean, I did go 3 weeks without my football jerseys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be accountability on both sides. So like, it was frustrating, but at the same time, he's like in Afghanistan or something like that. So like,
It's tough.
you know, I understand. Like when there's a simple mistake, it takes we got to ship it back, and then he got to make it. I don't really know how the process goes.
But again, you had a plan. There was a time, hey, jerseys aren't going to be here week 1. And with how
Yeah.
strict you are with the jersey rules, there was a plan. We got 4 pairs of jerseys. We're still going to play. We're still going to make it taken care of. And that is showing that that's the customer service, the care.
Yeah.
Not the, well, everyone figure something
Figure it
out.
out.
Or, let's just let this slide this time because you let it slide once. Someone's going to let it slide again. And then, but no,
Yeah.
there's always a backup plan that was taken care of very smoothly.
Yeah, agree. Anything else you guys think of? Just pros, things you're enjoying so far?
I mean, obviously the competition. That's.
Yeah,
I mean, we
dude.
bring that, but at the same time, it's the product that makes us want to come here.
Yeah,
I mean, we could easily all go. Hey, let's all go to X, or let's all go to Flight, or let's all. We could easily do that. But this is new, and like you said, we took a risk, but it's working out great, and the competition's there. The fact that we all get to get together and
see your boys.
see your boys and
Hang
put it
out.
on the map. So
And
it's
drink.
definitely
And drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
drink
definitely
legally.
working
That's the first.
definitely working out. Competition is definitely there.
Yeah, and this is like what I'll say this with like all arrogance aside, but I think you guys would agree that our teams make up the best competition that there is in San Diego for the most part, right?
100% Tough has the best teams in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean there's a
100%.
couple teams probably.
And
here
you only
there,
have
but-
5.
yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, these 5 can beat any other team that's out there in San Diego.
Yeah.
If I'm live right now, I will say that right now. Any other team can line up against the 5 and Tough, and we'll take a L.
Yeah, and it's probably always like a random 5.
Even
and a
Dark
6
Side.
team. Oh.
We got 3 counties against him.
So we need you know, if you guys are ready to start the process, let me know because it takes a while to get the jerseys. If you're anything like Goon Squad, it may take you 3 weeks to get the final.
Hey, and after all that, they wanted to change them again.
Oh gosh.
He was like, oh, well, can we do the purple line on the left shoulder? Can we do that gray for 6 inches? And I was like, okay, like, all right, okay, we got it. Boom. Is this cool?
Nope.
Nope. Let's go back to the old one.
It was.
I think we were a good 3 back and forth. Boom, that'll work.
He was literally circling it on the, you could tell from the phone edit, he would circle it and be like, see this area here? I want this shape, not this shape. And, but we eventually got it, and we still got it wrong. That's the frustrating part. I was like, dang it, we missed it.
I wasn't
like,
going to bring that part up.
but we did, though. Like, we're never going to avoid that. Like, you know, it's got to own up to it. It sucks. But
I wish I was
it
more
a fun
aggressive like
process.
that.
Yours came out great.
I know.
I just wanted to make sure our letters were yellow and I had YM on the neck. That's all I was caring about.
No, I love the jerseys. I know like I'm just like a passive person, so it's like I
Does this work?
like
Yeah,
I don't want to inconvenience
That's how
someone.
yeah.
So it's like all right, yeah.
That's why I keep saying, I'm like, man, anything.
But now
you
you're
want,
super
because
good
at the
about
end
that,
of the day, like, you guys, you have to wear it.
Yeah.
Like, you're the
You're
one that
paying
has
for
to
this.
be like, yo, this is my jersey. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, well, I do care as long as it's, you know, PG. But
Yeah, your last name.
Oh yeah.
Stupid.
I push lines.
And then he said like
Definitely
our
did.
stats, our
Yeah.
Mondo guy.
that's probably why he was so passive. He was like, yo, he gave it the name.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go. Run with it.
Before he changes it.
Yeah. Oh, man,
too
I'm so
much.
glad. Talking about the jersey, like how do you like how they came out?
Yeah, they're dope.
Very good,
They
yeah.
fit well. They're super nice. Like I said, he encouraged us to be
Like,
picky.
extra picky about it.
For sure. No, I do. Yes, I definitely told him to be picky because it's important.
I mean, you've seen the people on my team. It's hard to get them to communicate. So,
Gosh.
but that being said, they fit really well. There's the jerseys are super nice quality. The stitching on them's good.
They're pretty.
I
I haven't
got-
seen your guys in person.
I got
mean,
the
everybody else
sublimated
looks clean.
ones,
Y'all
like
playing
you.
tonight?
Yeah.
I should see them tonight.
But the stitch ones are super nice as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
You guys got the stitch ones.
we
You guys
did.
got the stitch ones.
We had the
switched
stitch
it,
ones.
yeah.
We switched back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our names on the back were green.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even have a team name on mine, but I just saw the new like mirrored. I was like, I'm gonna
those-
figure
yeah,
out
those
a
are cool.
concept to where I can have those going.
Yeah, that's cool.
I checked that out. That looked dope.
Yeah, I like those.
But it's definitely like Corey said, great quality. Especially our squad. We got a couple big dudes on our team, and they fit great.
Yeah.
Between me, Dan, and Corey,
Yeah. The first week when we had
Oh,
was it
God.
we had the fake
They're
one.
like, I don't know if we have any of these. Dayon, you better bring your own.
But the ones that we got, they fit great, and they're super reasonably priced. I mean, to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
whatever you want
Right.
on those jerseys
Yeah.
for $35.
Yeah, that's a
There's-
great deal. Those are $45 jerseys.
I'm paying
Easy.
for hoodies that are $50. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it too is that they designed all the logos for us. We gave them
Yeah.
a vision and they
Yeah.
pulled up a logo and they were all pretty badass.
How does that work? Do you guys have like a whole creative team, or
Like
like
I said, there's a lot of hands in the pot. We've got a whole a designer team
design-
or whatever
graphic
that works
design
on
team.
the. I think the people who do the jerseys are separate from the people who
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
logos.
yeah.
But I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm just like, hey,
Either way.
can we make this happen? And they're like, got it. And they send it back, and I'm like, boom, send it. It's cool. No, I don't like this. Change this white. I'm like, okay, cool. And then just go back and forth.
Does that get exhausting, dude? Like being like the middleman for all that? Or
No,
just kinda-
because I'm super detail oriented.
Okay.
Like I'm really it's like this bothers me. Like this needs to be like, you know what I'm saying. So like I get
That's,
it.
you got that studio
So
CD.
I prefer it to be perfect.
Nobody has that.
Guy irons his socks.
He irons his boxers, bro.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Stewie.
Josh Stewart.
Yeah.
Joshua
see
Stewart.
that,
Yeah. Coming to the field smelling like $1 million.
Oh yeah, you can smell as he steps out of his car in the parking lot.
This smells great.
That's
why we keep
One
them.
thing about the jerseys I would say is if we saw like a portfolio of what they could do prior to us designing the jerseys, that would help. I think we were all kind of just like pulling a jersey offline and saying we want this, we want that.
So-
Because like when you say anything, it's like what? It's like a loss.
So like the
Like what does anything mean?
and the reason being, so like they have the website stuff. You can go to their website and they'll show you the templates, but it's super generic.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to get attached to something. So I'm like literally anything that you guys want.
Good.
So like that's maybe I didn't explain that. Like we don't want there to be a limitation. We don't want you to go up there and they're like, hey, to the everyday person, they can go to this website and they can get the same thing.
Yeah.
We want something different and like out there.
Yeah.
You know, and because that's how you set yourself apart. You know, anything that you guys want, we're gonna try to make that happen. And so like that's why I always tell people, because when I did it, when I do the jerseys myself, I look at the jerseys that I like and I'm like, all right, I want this, but change this, and that, and that, and they're like, boom, like this. And I'm like, yeah. So that's how I did it. Yeah. So maybe we can work on a different way on how to present that information.
We're used to like having like so many options. I mean, it's hard like when if you don't have anything to go off of, it's like, what do you really mean? Do you really mean anything, or just like?
Hey, we're coming from a league where we're playing shirts.
Yeah.
And none of them match ever.
You know, I might bring up, maybe we can, because like I said, we do all the IT stuff. Like our apps that we use with the refs and all that stuff, we've created all those things. So everything, our website, we've done it. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? We have people that do all that stuff. So maybe
have like a design your jersey app.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll definitely bring it up. Like, you know, that way then you guys can, because I'm visual too.
Yeah.
Like I gotta see it. Like I can't be like, you're like, oh yeah, with the little circles. Like I can't see it if you're just telling me. I have to physically see it and be like, no, I don't like how that looks. I want it like this. So yeah, maybe I'll bring that up in our next. That would be super easy, because then teams can just put it up and then send it out.
Maybe for the Spartan teams coming in, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely talk about that. Cause
any more props you guys want to give Win on how it's run?
I don't want the props. I want the negatives. That's
what I like to hear, dude. That's how you grow. That's how you grow.
I mean,
this can't be kumbaya. Every day can't be.
I just have a question in regards to the Titan Spartan.
Yeah.
What determines the team to be Spartan or Titan?
So if you want to be Titan, and I don't know you, you need to have a reputation. Because like we're not like. You have to like work your way up, because like our Spartan division, we have quality teams in Spartan division. Like it's to the point to where we're almost considering having a Warrior division, which would be like a D3.
Oh, really? Like a D3?
Because the D2s are there's quality. There's teams that have gone like never won a game in Titan and then dropped down and
Kill it.
Won the Tough Cups, for Spartan. And so, obviously you guys have reputations going in, so I didn't know you guys. I knew Corey's team, I knew the majority of their team because of Tide, but just from the reputation, like we do research, like we're not shooting in the dark. We know when we're going in somewhere. So if you have some sort of reputation,
and if you need to know, you can ask us and we'll tell you.
Just Google him.
He's stupid.
But I mean, honestly, like if somebody wanted to, it's like, all right, like
I said that.
you give it a shot, like and see how it goes. But for the most part, like it's like I won't force nobody to play Titan or Spartan.
Yeah.
I'll give strong suggestions. Like I think it's in your best interest if you want to sustain the team.
So what if they win Spartan? Do they have to go up?
No.
See, I like the regulation, like how soccer does it.
Yeah,
if you're a bottom team, you get dropped. If you're a top team, you get brought up.
Yeah. Well, because we have teams that literally gone, I don't know, 5-6 seasons and never won a game.
And Titan.
And never won a game. Just never won a game. It's crazy. Like, I could never do that personally, but if that's what somebody wants to do, like, who are we to say anything, like, oh, you can't do that. So, because at the same time,
I thought that's where we were going to be this season.
No, that's my team. No, we good. We got it. We got it.
It's all chemistry.
You ain't got to work it out.
You guys look good the last
It's
couple
another
games.
Elder Night.
Getting better. We're not gonna say trash, but it's definitely.
We were down 13.
2-point game or something.
We ended up winning by
1 point
Games.
games.
About
One.
One
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah. I couldn't play against the Perico games.
Yeah. What happened? Are you allowed to talk about that?
Not a ref. I just I've my team. I put them together. I'm like, hey, look, I want to play with the majority of you guys because we grew up playing football together. But it's the league first. I mean, there's no question. So if it ever comes to the point, I'm not gonna pause a game and then go, no, I'm done. Whoever, somebody needs to jump in and figure that out, because I may not be able to explain myself.
Yeah, for sure.
We have the apps are they're not easy, man. They're easy for me, but it depends on how familiar you are with. We get great quality refs who understand the game, but may not be IT savvy. You know what I'm saying? They can barely open up an email on their phone, let alone activate, work a because I could do the app like this. Like I could sit there and be like, boom, boom, boom. What number? Okay, 13, cool. And I don't even look at it. You know, it's easy. It's supposed to be convenient, but that's not everybody's comfort level. And then there's people who can work the app, but
Can't ref.
can't ref. You know what I mean? So it's like
What?
it's finding the balance.
I think that is a critique, though, because the stat reffing guys are paying less attention because they're trying to learn the app while they're reffing.
Yeah.
I think that we could all kind of say that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's a great critique.
And
actually.
that's a good, and like the thing where we're at is because we've even had refs ask for more money, and we understand it, but like I said, there's so many hands in the pot, in order for us to do this, like this is what we're available. Like if we were to up the refs, that means we have to up the team fee.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what the team fee is
Yeah.
for. And so we're trying to make it, we're constantly trying to figure out like what's affordable to the player on top of can they get all the stuff that we get.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, okay, I film this game and then I go sit in the lab and I edit it, and it's not like that. There's so many people working it out that we've created a system, a business model that it's stable now. But like, we need more help. We need more help. And so we're trying to figure it out. I'm working on some things for out here in San Diego, which I think will help out big time. And so I'm just waiting for some pieces to fall in place. But I think I have a solution, but we'll see how that goes.
How'd you guys go about prepping the refs, like as far as using the app? Like was that
We have so many tutorials because we have they got all the film stuff like that. We have videos for them. We have Google tests.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
yeah.
after the season, I'm gonna reach out to all the refs and tell them all to come in and like we can give them. They can take a test and then like it grades them and then it tells them why they got it wrong and what the correct answer should be. So there's like several different things that we have in place that we're gonna try to take advantage of in the next upcoming season. So it's still an ongoing process. Just trying to get them trained, but it's hard to come down here, like, because I'm going to be here on the weekends. So
Yeah.
kind of similar to what we did with the video stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets to the freaking negative, dude. Any critiques that you said about the ref? That was a good point. But anything else you guys think of? How is the reffing you guys seen so far? Because I know that's probably like number one in any given league.
At the end of the day, they're still the same San Diego refs the majority of the time.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that there's not an owner that's the head ref that's making the calls that could potentially
That's big.
interfere with conflict of interest. But
How do you feel about him reffing then?
he only did it once and it was fine with me. Like,
Okay.
there was no. I mean, I think it was against. No, it wasn't against your team, but there was no issue.
Okay.
It was against the Monsters.
But it was also a small sample size, so I can't really talk about that. But it's just refs are going to get yelled at, and they got to understand that.
It's part of-
Especially in the D1, in the Titan, we all know the rules to a T, and we know the loopholes, and we know what you can and can't do, and things like that. And we all play physical, so every time me and him lock up in the trenches, we don't need a ref saying, "Hey guys, are you guys okay? Are you fine?" I understand player safety, but like Mondo said, we've all played each other for the past 8-9 years. So just let the Titans go and focus more on the reffing. I know stats are big for you guys, but I don't think a lot of us really. That's not our main goal. Like stats aren't our main goal.
It's not necessarily big. The big thing is that it helps with all the breakdowns.
Okay, true.
So like because you gotta think about it. Like everybody that's like doing the broadcasting and stuff like that, they may not know anything about football.
Yeah.
So they may be analytical. Like so they may be like, oh, okay, like I get all the
I need the
content, and
scripts.
I need something else to make sure that it's accurate.
What I'm
You see
saying
what I'm saying?
works.
That's where the stats come into play. And also, you guys haven't experienced it yet, but we have season awards. We have yearly awards. We have tough honors.
That is dope. I wish I would have gone to that thing.
Yeah,
Sounded
well, it's going
cool.
to be big now because we got San Diego, we got Tough Her, we got Tough
We're gonna
Nine,
have gang fights.
and that's
I like
like
it.
red carpet treatment. Like we wear tuxes and all types of stuff, and it's a big thing. We have a comedian. She hosts the show, and it's like a big thing. We go all out for it, and we invite every tough player to come out there, and it's just like it's kind of like the ESPYs a flag.
That's dope.
So that's where stats is huge. So it's
Absolutely.
more than just giving the players like, hey, look what I got. These are my stats. But like we have awards that people you may not care about it, but there are people who care about it. Like, like I've gotten an award, and I'm like, I don't care about stats and like that. But like when you get an award and people recognize it,
it's cool.
That's kind of cool. And
Absolutely.
and you go up there and try to give a speech, and you say stupid shit. You're like, like the lights are on you, and you're like,
what I do with my hands?
Go team, and all right. You're like, oh, I got this. No, you don't.
Two things I would say though is number one, typically in LA, only one person is allowed to talk to the ref from each team.
Is
So
that
that
pretty
I think that needs to be regulated actually
Yes.
more down here in San Diego.
Yes.
And number two, I think that when the refs are being yelled at by multiple players and people are cussing at them and stuff, they need to shut it down right away, or else it's going to continue to happen.
That is
How do you balance that?
that is
with doing
very
like that?
true. And
15 them. I'll shut
that's
me
the
up real
thing.
quick.
If you shut it down,
I'm just
you don't
saying.
like. We don't need to go back and forth. And the way we train refs is simple. The one thing I will never do, I will never neuter a ref ever unless I have to step in.
Gotcha.
If it gets to the point where they're actually going to fight, then I'll step in. I pay the guys to do the job, and I don't believe in micromanaging people.
Yeah, we
You know what I'm
respect
saying?
that.
We will learn after the fact. Hey, look. So, what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand you're upset. What happened? Tell me what happened. Okay, cool. Okay, this is what I saw. This is what I would have did. This is how I would have did it. What do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? And then if it's not getting better, then we're just gonna have to find somebody else. You see what I'm saying? The problem that where we're at right now is we have a small sample size to where I can pull from because we're a new league.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't live down here, and luckily for me, Don has been helping me out big time, and so I'm trying to get more people in so we can train more people, and because you're right, it's going to be a huge transition from the San Diego teams going up to LA
Yeah.
because the games are reffed way differently, and I kind of like it because we win it, right? It comes back here, now you got to adjust to how we do things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going by the same rules, but the way we go about those rules is a little bit like we're way more physical than everybody in LA. I'm gonna make sure everybody hears that in LA.
That being said,
I'm being dead serious because there's things that so the way that I'm seeing how it's being cut is if you chop your feet,
yeah,
it's not a bull rush.
right.
That is not the case how it's going to be called in LA. And I'm going to tell you that right now.
Really?
So you
And
guys-
we all have to be conscious of
and
that.
I just want to make sure that you
Yeah.
know that. And if you look at the rules and how it's
So if
specific,
you just straight up engage in their
if you go down the middle in any fashion, whether it's walking, standing still, and pushing down the middle, it is a bull rush.
Really?
you
You have
can't,
to clearly pick a side.
and you cannot
Okay.
drive the center to the quarterback either. That's,
That's your style.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
Yes.
I
it, though.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I
Yeah.
got rushed up there, but yeah.
I got welcomed to San Diego. I think when I played against the Goblins, I said, "Oh, so we playing like that?" I said, "Okay, I'm cool with that." Like I got put on my butt because I'm sitting there going back and I'm
Who's
just
going
kicking back,
back?
and I'm like, "Oh, he's going right down the." He ain't stopping. Just kept going. I'm waiting for him to make a move, but it don't bother me. And so, like I said, I do things, and that's how I do it. But it's going to be an adjustment. But like I said, it's going to be adjustment once when it comes back to San Diego for them to come down here, because now you're going to have to play a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So
I think a tough thing that, I mean, talking about what you guys just brought up or what you guys kind of touched on is like, how do you balance that thought of like letting, like you said, let the Titans play, let them be physical and all that, and controlling your field, like being strict as a rep. Like, how do you draw a line, or how do you balance that to make it? I mean, I guess you're never gonna make everyone happy, but like, what do you think? What does that look like?
How I feel, because I used to ref in other leagues as well.
want another one?
Shit talk is shit talk. You're going to be told you're trash. You're going to be told you make bad calls. You're going to be told you're the worst ref in the world.
Yeah.
Those kind of things shouldn't bother you. But when
Should you allow that though as a ref?
it depends on. It depends. If I'm up in your face, I'm saying you fucking suck, and I'm starting to drop some big bombs, then you drop it. But if I'm in the middle, and you just made a call, man, that was a trash call. You're horrible. That I don't feel that is needed. Now you can sit there and say that again. I'm a 15 you.
Yeah. Okay.
right.
And then I'll go, okay. And if I do it, then Stewie's
we
gonna get on my
haven't
nerve.
heard
But even that, but even
haven't
that
heard
right
that.
there, I have a problem with.
Okay.
Because I don't want, not with what you're saying, because I understand, like, because I'm a player first, I understand that players are competitive. But the antagonizing, say that again, I'm going to give you 15.
You don't like that?
That can go different. Like, I would never do that. I'd be like, hey, can I speak to the captain, please? Like, I'm going to stop talking to him because I'm
Yeah.
upset. Because if I go back and forth with you, I'm
gonna
just as wrong
escalate,
as you
yeah.
are.
yeah.
So if I tell you, like, if someone told me, like, say it again, I'll get 15, I'll be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And the flag, I'm like, yeah, I'll take the flag off. Throw the flag for you.
That's a great
Because I'm
perspective.
competitive. You see what I'm saying?
That's a great
So we
perspective.
try to even get them away from that. I'm saying if you want to throw a flag, you could throw the flag and you can explain yourself. If they're cutting you off, you don't have to explain yourself no more. You know, each player, just to make this very clear, has 30 seconds of uninterrupted time if they want an explanation. But if you're interrupting the ref, they don't have to explain anymore. They are obligated to explain their call in all situations. But if you're interrupting them, then you don't have to. And if you continue, then it's a flag. But I don't want refs antagonizing players, just like I don't want players antagonizing refs. Like, there's got to be a professionalism. We have to understand that we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And now you can give all the training in the world, whether somebody executes it or not.
Oh, 100%.
That's
100%.
that's the battle. So
But as far as the mediation, it comes down to that mental capacity, not the mental capacity,
For
but
sure.
the emotional capacity of that individual ref.
yeah.
Like Kip, he's one of the most veteran ones. And there's times where Kip will let you say what you want. There's times you look at Kip the wrong way, he's going, hey, I'm not going to have that today. And those are the games where we're going, all right, we got to sack up and shut up, bro, because that's not going to happen.
But that was said in a respectful way. Hey, I'm not gonna like. You can stand up for yourself and not be disrespectful and not antagonize.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's just a way about doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it takes a different level of maturity and experience with that. Like, how long has Kip been reffing? 1,000 years?
You just got to know the matchups you're going to ref.
For
like
sure.
when you're reffing
Yes.
a Goblins
Yes.
Goon Squad
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
you need to understand that you're going to get an earful.
Yeah.
And that's always going to happen. And you have the right to say, hey, I'm only going to handle one person, like Corey said. I'm only going to talk to Corey and Turtle. That's it. Anybody else wants to mouth off, I'll give you one warning, and after that, it's a penalty. But if you know what you're getting yourself into, then you just got to weather the storm, and it depends on how you want to handle it.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I'm really excited about these little when we get enough teams, we're gonna have San Diego, LA All-Star games, and that's gonna be fun. And so I think you brought it up about the All-Star game. So the way the All-Star game works is that whoever's like quarterback of the year or receiver of the year, those are typically the people that'll do a draft.
Okay.
And no team can have more than 2 players in the All-Star game. So we need at least 6 teams in Titan in order to do that, so we can have a 12-man roster.
So every team's represented?
So every team is represented. So it's truly a San Diego, instead of having a Goblins Goon Squad. Why call it a San Diego team when it's not that's not a San Diego? That's 2 teams combining.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
nine
Tide was. that's what the Tide was pretty much. It was 2 teams combining, right? Like, it wasn't an All-Star game. That was Tide. That was the actual
Like
team.
a unit.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, all of San Diego, you know, the good and the bad, you got to take it all. So, but it works out.
I'm going, baby.
So we're the bad. 0-4, man.
Nah, you guys are so athletic, dude. Some of my little beaners trying to catch you guys.
I got a whole bunch of guys. Man.
Pipe.
I ain't pipes with them.
I made sure I told him in Vegas.
He bought out this morning.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he played with me and Brady.
You guys
this morning.
playing in Vegas? 27th?
It's hard to get Goon Squad and Goblins to Vegas. We'll go.
You just
Well,
want to make it.
They
That's like you
won't
said,
be
like,
no
in April?
playing.
Yeah, April 28th.
I think Billy's playing.
We might
I'm
get
pretty
Billy.
sure I'm
28th?
going out there.
Yeah, I got. Huh?
MCFFU, right?
Huh?
MCFFU.
I have no idea. They invited me out to the play. I'm like,
Yeah.
Darius or
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
or Stewie.
I have a place to stay in Vegas, so
John's not
anytime there's a
drinking no more,
tournament in
so you
Vegas,
might
I
not
try to
get-
make it out.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
true.
It's
Yeah.
4-hour drive. I mean, get in the car, 4.5 hours, whatever. Get in the car.
yeah.
I mean, me and Mondo.
Wake up in Fallbrook, whatever.
So Mondo and I actually went out to Vegas. We played a 4-man tournament. It was like B's or C's or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was like D25.
D25, whatever it
Juice
was.
was quarterback. Juice was quarterback.
Juice,
I'll tell you that.
yeah, because J-Lo hurt himself, right?
Is that 4-on-4 non-contact?
And
Yeah.
I'm out.
and Mondo
tough, man.
was Mondo and Stewie were sleeping on the sideline.
Oh, that
okay,
time.
Dead.
and the 2 plays that they made, right? These 2 players made. They threw a double pass to me. I'm throwing the ball out of everyone. I throw a jump ball. Mondo mosses someone in the end zone. Okay,
It was
goes
high
back,
slash drunk.
lays back down,
It was bad.
lays back down on the sideline.
Yeah,
Last
just-
play of the game. Stewie, get your
game
ass
winner.
up. Let's go. Game winner. And then Mondo and I that night drove back through the night to Fallbrook. Well, I drove.
Yeah.
Mondo was sleeping in the back.
Well, I woke up and I was in Fallbrook. From Vegas, from the field, I crashed out to Fallbrook.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
And
I guess
then
I'm going
I
to figure out how to
played,
make this drive home.
Then I played counties that morning. So ball is life, really.
Oh, man.
You guys already know.
Vegas.
But yeah, well, we were there for like 30 hours. Like, not even 2 days.
I don't even know if
Like
you
a day and a
slept the
half.
whole time.
Nope.
I found out that non-contact is not meant for my body type because we brought a team up there to the Bay Area, and they had like
Oh,
5-on-5.
that's right,
I just
that's
saw
right.
5-on-5, so I served it as contact. And like the day
Oh,
before
yeah.
we were driving out, they were like, "Oh, it's non-contact." And I was like,
Why am I here?
so what's that mean? Like, and they were like, well, you can't block or do anything. I'm like,
TJ.
I was like, why
Yeah.
am I on the team? Like,
That's
you
why I
know
never
what
get
I'm
the
saying?
invites to TJ. There's no point in going
It's
down
fun.
there.
No,
No,
it's really
it's
fun.
just a speed
You
game.
just get drunk.
Yeah, it was way different. And then the double, like, I brought out like a pass rusher who's like physical, and like me and him combined are a good combination when you can be physical.
Yeah.
But like when it's just a whole bunch of double passes and you have to run this way,
Yep.
that way, and that way, and this way, it's
A
like,
bunch of timing routes.
okay,
Yeah,
I got
it's-
2 plays in me, and that's it, and I'm
Yeah.
done. We
It's
went out
fun,
there, we
though.
got blown
Yes,
out.
It's fun with the no quarterback clock, and then you get to run down
Yeah,
the quarterback.
almost,
It's so fun.
Yeah. It's probably fun to watch, but not for me because it's just not meant for my
either.
body type. Like, it's, like you guys would be good because you guys can go forever. Like, I'm literally tired on a 2-yard route. Like, I'm like, I tell my quarterback every time, if I chip and release, you better throw me the ball because I'm done after that. Like, that whole turning 180 degrees side shuffle,
Take it
I'm
out of you.
gassed. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh no, I gotta do it again.
Let
Like,
that dad bod go on that spot.
man.
Right here, look.
I used to be
Yeah,
a,
boy.
I used to be an athlete back in the day, but I just watched film of me the
I know.
last thing. I'm like, it
Brought
looks
it
like
just
I'm
for you.
jogging, but I'm literally running full speed. There's zero knee
Viral.
drive. I'm like, what happened?
The fact that they did that is just beyond me.
What?
This hoodie.
What is it?
Well,
Our colors. They beat us and made their hoodie our colors.
Did they do that?
so
They did it on purpose.
savage.
Oh.
They beat us in the championship and made the hoodie our colors.
Who's them?
That was church's money.
Church's
basically.
money. Dad bod.
Beat us and made their hoodie our colors.
So how long has that rival gone on?
The church's money YM one. I mean, it goes back to No Mercy YM when that was before Corey, but they had No Mercy. We were a rival then, and then church's money came in through. So I'm gonna go 7, 8 years.
Yeah,
crazy.
at least 2011-ish, I would say,
Yeah,
probably.
7, 8
7,
years.
8 years.
I started playing with Church's money after my team split up.
Yeah.
My team was the last team. We beat Church's money twice in a season, once for a championship, and then they went on like a 75-game win streak or something like that.
Holy moly.
So
Was that Street Fan?
Street Fam, and then Street Fam broke up, and I mean, I never really got along with Young Money, so
Until now. You're good.
Isaac, how long you been playing for?
Since I was 19, I would say. I was,
19?
25. So 6 years?
Youngblood.
How old are you?
25.
Oh man,
I'll be 26 in
I
April.
don't remember 25.
25 was the good time.
Oh yeah.
we'll talk about that.
Corey. He had one job. He's already drunk. He had half a Monster. Half a Monster, 3/4 of a Corona. Take him anywhere. What's up, guys? You don't play tonight, huh?
No.
You don't play at all.
Yeah, I probably
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
right, dude. What's up with your knee?
I used to play against
Look at
all
these 2 little
these
baby
guys.
cuts, bro. That's what it was.
I used
No
to,
way.
Yeah.
I'm 28.
Yeah.
I used to
hell?
play
Not
against.
even that
What was
old.
the official diagnosis?
I used to play against Bring It
Really?
I had torn
all
I
the
have
time,
arthritis
which
on my
is
knee.
Billy and
Yeah.
all
Yeah, I
that.
had a
and
little
used
cyst
to
on
play
the side
against
of it.
these
Okay,
guys all the
so
time.
you
Probably
know,
beat them maybe once with any other
What's your
team.
recovery looking like?
I say 6 weeks,
How-
but I
how
feel
old
like
are
you play
you?
now.
Maybe never
30.
actually.
But
That,
I'll be 31 in
yeah,
June.
Smart.
You probably know more than me.
April, I'm 31.
Yeah.
I'm 05, so.
Yep, me too.
I've won multiple championships with Chubby Chasers. I've won a couple, like a national championship and some championships with Toon Squad or whatever. So the only guys I've never played with is Young Money.
Me neither. I got in a photo once.
Yeah, you
How-
put my photo up, bro.
It was a great
It was
picture.
the only
It was a
time I
great
had my
picture.
whole squad there.
Whole
We were
squad.
all there, jerseyed up. Mine was
the
in the
back.
back with a middle finger up. Oh, come on. This don't happen.
It's kind of my thing.
Yeah, well.
It is.
I tell everybody this, dude. I don't even. Oh, damn, scared me. I don't know if you heard it before, Corey. I think I've told you before, but you're the main reason or one reason why I started playing outside of my chill with like little bubble, dude. I don't even know how it
I
happened.
didn't know that.
Yeah, no, you invited me out to play with I mean, it was
All
like
Talk?
baby all talk. It was like when DJ brought a team.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
randomly,
Paramount.
and then I started playing with all talk, and then from then I was like, yeah, dude, that freaking
it's like brothers fighting for the most part.
Yes.
You always
Yes.
get the occasional guys who come in for a little bit and create some ruckus and then leave.
Yes, yeah,
don't
they get
respect
kind
the
of
game.
they leave like by
Yeah.
themselves,
But for the most part, it's like you guys are all at my dad's house right now, and we're drinking beers and like
Right.
never even met any of you guys. I found out that I
Yeah,
beat
what
you
we-
guys
yeah.
in high school and ended your guys' season and all, but
terrible, terrible.
but we found out through the podcast. But it's just that's what flag football is to me. Like it's the
It
community.
is, dude. Any little subculture, any little communities, those relationships you make, dude, and a lot of them last a lifetime.
Man,
Yeah.
it's crazy to think like the guys on Goon Squad. Like when the original Goon Squad was put together, and I was playing with them, like that was years ago, almost 10, maybe 10, 11 years ago, if that. And those are some of the closest
That's
homies I have
crazy.
right now.
That's a long time.
Yeah, we was running through flag football back then, but it doesn't change the fact that we'll line up, we'll battle each other, and then right afterwards, I have no problem, kicking it with them or going to do what we want. And then it all comes, back together when we play 8-man together. That's
Yeah, it's crazy the cycle
crazy.
of flag because like I remember when I first started, it was all about winning.
Oh,
And
for
it
sure.
was like everybody was the enemy, and it was like, I played football. Like, where's you play at? Like it was a pissing contest,
Yep.
and then like it gradually came around to like, all right, well, what's up, man? Like and now it's like, I look forward to the weekends because it's like I get to hang out and play football and shoot
Yep.
the shit and do all that bullshit. So
It's like, did you ever think you're gonna freaking end up partying with Stewie?
No.
It's like the little things like that. You know what? Talking about that, like when you barely started playing, I would go all the way back to like when we were talking about stats. I think the stats thing is like it's an important thing mostly when you barely start for the most part, right? You're checking them, you get you pumped, getting the awards, and I think that's a big draw for like Spartan teams or like younger teams who don't have that much experience. So I forgot to even mention that, but I think that's huge.
But but like I said, like once we track it to, we got dudes that have caught the ball 1,000 catches, and we highlight that. Like when people when the way the
Little
stat system comes
milestones,
up, milestones and all that, like that's a big thing. Like so when you telling people I played for 10 years, like people hear that, but when you're like, yo, I have 5,000 touchdowns.
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean? Like
kind of a
that
big
means
deal.
something. Like or I've thrown for, like I watch, what's your Brandon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you could physically see that he's doing well.
Spidey.
But then you like look at the
Supposedly.
stats are like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at like number 24. What's his
Stewie.
name? Jeez, like I'm like looking at like I'm watching him. I'm like I see a couple plays. I'm like, man, that guy's always open. And then I look at the stats and it's like 10 catches for 170 yards. Like it kind of puts things in
I'm about to do that
context.
shit
You see what I'm
tonight.
saying? Especially like when I
Show
said
y'all who the real
for the teams
24
that are
is.
in the like long run, like I said, when they get to this many interceptions and all that, like it starts to put things in perspective. You see what I'm saying? And like that'll forever be in the cement. So when your knees give out and your back doesn't want to let you get up in the morning,
Yeah.
like you always had it. Like that dude was a monster. Like what do you mean? And like boom,
Google
pull
me.
up the stats.
All I got to do,
Google the stats. Like,
I'll play that post-game interview after the championship.
Oh, man,
Here
I
to
love
win,
that.
here to stay.
I love that, dude.
it would be so crazy if I was able to look at my stats all the way back from Top Gun to going
Right?
to.
you see what I'm saying? Like that's
I mean,
the crazy.
you say
thing.
it's 10 years, but we got to think there's 3 seasons each year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost 30 seasons that we've been playing, kind of deal.
And that's
10,000
And
yards.
that's just one location. I'm not talking
Right?
about Tuesdays, Thursdays, twice on Saturdays.
No, what?
Can imagine what my
That's the
career
big
stats would
picture.
look like.
Of the stats is like that's why we're so adamant on making sure that's accurately did because like I said, people like I still don't care about stats. I've been doing this thing forever and like stats on me. The only stat I care about is that W.
Yep.
There you
As
go.
long
That
as
comes
those
with the
W's
veteran.
go up,
Spoken like a champ. Yeah, it comes with the veteran mindset.
for sure. Like
mindset.
but there's guys that like, and Rashi and all them dude like they play for stats. Like they want
Stat
stats
chasers.
They must not have
And
any
like-
championships.
and they
Have a
don't.
few.
There you go.
They have a few early on, but they don't have any when it matters. So like, it didn't start like Tough Cup, in my opinion, didn't start mattering until like right before you guys came in, right before Ty came in, because then it was like conference to conference,
Like
and the teams were-
2016-ish.
Yeah, like teams were clearly getting good. You know what I'm saying? Like we were, like my team I had was winning all the time, and then they came in and they won 3 straight. You see what I'm saying? I think you guys beat us twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat us. Yeah.
The first one,
Three times.
first one, and third one.
Oh.
No, twice
no.
in the Tough Cup.
Yeah.
You
The
beat us
second-
more
the second
than
one and the third
twice.
one.
But
Yeah.
I think you beat us 4 times, but they beat us twice in the Tough Cup. And like outside of that, it was like, okay, like you think you're somebody, and then all of a sudden you have to go travel somewhere, and you're like, no, you know, you got to figure it out. Like, and my team was stacked with athletes. It's just clearly a lot more IQ when it comes to flag football. Like just better. Our guys are like, all right, run a post and run like just 2 traditional
Just basic
flag,
route combos.
like 2
Yeah.
traditional like route combinations and stuff. And so like it kind of changed the perspective. And now we're gonna have San Diego, and then Mid City's already set to where it's gonna be, and then like I said, Orange County. It's like you're gonna really get to see. Man, I can't wait for that.
I know,
bro.
I can't wait either.
Like, I hope I'm not gonna be around. I might die tomorrow. Bro.
I'll be here
It's-
talking shit.
It's crazy. 28, he'll still be here. 25. I mean, you still have a team
dude, it's,
because it's just around the corner. That's the crazy thing. It's like,
You know what's like exciting too is like being just being a part of like this expansion, being part of the growth, and seeing it taken to a whole nother level. Because I think you guys would agree that it's like we've been playing for a while, but it's been stagnant for the past few years at least.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it's been kind of like we play, it's
Yeah.
kind of our thing, but it's
to
kind
the
of like
point
the
where
same
we
thing.
weren't, we weren't even hyped for 5 or 6 man anymore.
so
Like-
what does that mean though? Like I've heard that a few times. Like when you guys say it was stagnant, like what does that mean?
It's the same as bad. I mean, not to take away from anything else, but if there's a location and we're in it, it's going to be us. There's not going to be anything else, and it's going to be the same. We'll get hyped for 2 weeks a season because that will be
The time you play them, yeah.
And then the other weeks will kind of play down to our competition
Yeah,
type
and
thing.
we might have guys show. Like no one wants to. Like, this week
Yeah.
we got to play a D2 team. You know how hard it is to get my guys to show up to a D2 team,
Yeah.
a game that's at 8:30 at night.
Yeah.
No, now I'm freaking out. But this one we have competition every week, and not just that, but the podcasts and
Right.
the videos. As much as people don't care about that, they
They
care.
care.
They care. They're gonna go. I want to see if I made top 5.
Yeah.
I want to like
Yeah.
we're roasting Jerry for being jumped up and over and stuff. It gives the group. We all got group threads. It gives
Yeah.
that ammunition in
Yes,
there.
yes.
And then we want to know
Everyone wants to get on
how
right.
much they're going to talk about doing squad this podcast and Billy Hudson this podcast. And that is the
So
stuff
that's in
that
every podcast.
Billy Hudson. He didn't even play last week, and he's in that podcast.
What about you? Was it stagnant for you or
For the other leagues.
like I get their perspective. I mean, but like what about your perspective? Like
Well, it gets bad when I'm winning championships throwing the ball.
So I'm gonna get chance.
I don't know, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I have a horrible arm, but yeah. It's
But
not,
you
it's not
would
the
never
greatest.
thought that
Yeah.
was gonna get to that point.
Exactly. I can throw the ball and win.
But yeah, so you go through the same thing. It's like the same. There's no innovation to anything. You're gonna get to offer these same hoodies or shirts every season if you win. It's like there's no real reason to come
There's no
back.
parity.
There's nothing.
Besides, there's no other option.
Yeah, there's nothing really to get hyped up for because the same 5 teams are going to be in the county tournament at the end. You can go.
I mean, besides a discount, but
Yeah, we can go.
Either way.
We can go 1-7, and we'll still be in counties.
Yeah.
Like because they don't have enough teams that want to stack up to the top level of competition.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's really hard to explain stagnant because it's pretty self-explanatory. It
For
just
sure, no,
got
I get it.
there. There
It's
was
just
no
going through
more
that.
this.
They get comfortable.
There was no more this. So it was just.
Yeah, holding that trophy. It's a heavy trophy, yeah.
yeah.
That's straight oak. That's like
it's-
stained oak.
It's like
They put
that
a couple
right
coats
there,
on there.
That beam right there. It's
No,
like
yeah.
it's solid.
That thing's stupid.
Like you want to put it above your head, but you like, yeah, hold on, I gotta stretch for this.
clean
man.
it.
That thing
I
is
had to hand
heavy.
it off at one point. I was like,
I want to pee
oh
on
my
it.
goodness.
Got a whole interview when you over there shaking. And,
My
After
favorite
rushing all
interview
game.
was Lester. I didn't know what he said. He just kind of mumbled a few words. Like, yeah. He was like, all right, good try, Lester. Round of applause. Oh, wow. What time do you need to take off?
I'm about to start setting up now. It seems like it. I gotta load up all these cars. So.
Okay, I got you.
You guys are good. You guys can drink as much as you guys want to, and pop the TV on.
Let's say
You
that.
guys are good to go because I got to load this up. It'll take me about 15-20 minutes. So.
No, we're good. Let's finish this up. Finish this up then. Like, what? Any last thoughts you guys have as far as like I said, like any positive things, any things you're looking forward to, anything that you don't like, or just anything at all that you want to touch on the league?
I'm going to reiterate that once the cup comes to San Diego, it's not leaving. And that goes for Tough Nines as well. Once it comes down here, both cups are going to stay down here, and they ain't going anywhere.
Remember that LA, Orange County.
What he said.
Places.
Y'all ain't got trenches like we do. No comparison.
Damn. Strong word, term strong man.
I'll talk my shit on the field.
And on Facebook.
Yeah.
Valid.
Anything else, Isaac? I don't know.
I'm excited to see all those Spartan teams, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what kind of talent, what kind of new teams come out.
Who do you think will make it out? Like from the teams that we know, I imagine like a Bluegrass coming out, but I
I
don't
can
know.
see Bluegrass coming out.
Bluegrass.
I can see, I mean, there's
Blue
there's a
Steel.
couple- yeah.
Okay.
Dynasty up in Carlsbad
I
would be
think
good.
Bluegrass wanted to play Titan.
Okay. Oh, nice. Good for them.
By the way, he fractured both his wrists.
Yes. Yes,
Steve.
he said
fractured
that.
both
He
his
said
wrists
that
yesterday.
in the group.
He's playing that 7-on-7 tourney. Get ready for that tournament coming up. And he landed at right field and fractured both his wrists.
Steve
Marquez, yeah.
With a little
He's
guy.
double casting.
I don't know what he's doing.
I was like,
but he
dude,
ain't
Is he
playing
playing in that 7-on-7 tourney?
anymore. Not anymore.
I saw the
You
group.
guys
I was
They
like,
have a team?
Nah,
Yeah.
it don't work for me. There's
Yeah.
no contact.
Our team is nasty. Our team is very
Yeah, that team
nice.
is very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got, it's like,
Oh, that's right. Darius was telling me.
it's like Goon Squad Goblins and then a couple other guys.
Yeah.
James Calhoun's supposed to play for one guy.
He's gonna be here.
He has a bye week that week, so if it works out, he'll come to Irvine if we're playing in Irvine and play.
James is fat.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be
Man, he
interesting.
lost
It's
some
gonna be
No,
interesting
he's
to see.
buff, dude. What are you talking about?
F James. I was gonna say, I asked
I think
Steve,
James
like,
still
dude,
wants
how
to
you gonna
fight me.
masturbate? He has no wrist. That was like my biggest worry. I was like, dude, how you doing this? Well, whatever.
He'll use
We'll
Devin.
cross that bridge when we get there.
He'll use Devin.
Stupid.
Any last words, Wayne, before you wrap this up?
No, that's it, man. I appreciate you guys. You know,
Nah, thanks for having us out. This is
Yeah.
this is a sweet setup.
It really
is.
This is about to be my new studio.
we're gonna have to do a tough barbecue over this Sunday.
tough
Bring all the
honors
people
here.
over. Y'all come over and barbecue
Okay.
there.
I'll make that drive.
We have an open door policy over here. Like, as soon as you guys are in here, you family. So
All right, you said it.
Appreciate that.
I mean it.
All right, LA, coming for you. Trophy's ours.
Trash. Y'all trash.